Do you find yourself running to the internet to get information on things you swear you already know? You're not alone. Researchers at Columbia University, they did a series of tests and found people are far less likely to remember information they know they can find on the internet. They call it the Google effect. The researchers say our brains rely on the internet for memory, much like people in the past. They relied on, friends and coworkers. Hey, do you remember this, that? Well, now at 9, what do you think of this study? And do you find yourself remembering less and less and really turning to Google more and more?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, I find myself, I know how to spell a word, but I just never trust myself anymore. And I know if I Google it, it'll correct me if it's wrong. And so I'll just throw it into Google. It takes me 2 seconds.
You're not just a bad speller. Are you sure it has something to do with your memory?
Well, regardless if I'm a bad speller, I feel like I'm just always double checking myself. And sometimes I'm wrong when I thought I was right. Google gives me the chance and the tool to just, like that, check it.
Right.
I don't know. You don't find yourself doing it?
I find definitely. I definitely find myself doing that more and more. And I don't know if it's necessarily like you said, because you're just double checking it, or if you're just being a little lazy and saying, I'll just Google it. I'll just Google it.
I'm just wondering about the whole
memory
memory thing, because my memory's not as good as it used to be. But I think that's just because I'm getting older. I don't know. Really, Google?
All right, well, let's check your comments out there. Denise Magic writes, I remember things just fine. Actually, I remember to look up things online. Also, calendars are a great thing to help you remember if you are needing a little help.
Yeah,
Google
calendar.
calendars.
Yeah, okay. Well, Ricardo Contreras says, I don't know. Let me Google it.
Yeah.
Rosemary Putnam writes, I'm happy just remembering there's something I want to remember.
Corey McCoy says, yes. Couldn't remember my landline number if it wasn't in my cell, unfortunately. And, somebody brought that up this morning. Like, how many numbers do you know anymore? Phone numbers? None.
I don't know any phone numbers, but I know every one of my passwords. So again, it's right back to that, we have to remember all these passwords for all these accounts we have on social media. Do you know your mom's phone number?
I know my mom's.
Well, yeah.
That is the only number
your phone
that I
number?
know by heart.
Yes.
And my own cell phone number.
Okay.
Other than that,
I don't
I'd
know
be in
anyone
big
else's.
trouble. That's why you need to back up your numbers on your whatever carrier you have.
I'm with Darlene here. Darlene says, I once had a professor that told me it doesn't matter what you remember as long as you know where the resource is to find the answer.
And that's what we're turning to, it seems more and more, at least according to this study. Go to the internet.